Welcome back to the HVAC Quick Info Series. In parts 1 and 2, we reviewed 8 common HVAC system types. Each of those delivered heated or cooled air to the spaces using ductwork. After more consideration, I decided to create this third part and add 4 common heating devices to our list. This is Norm welcoming you back, so let's get started. We will cover baseboard heat, recessed convectors, and 2 types of unit heaters. The first 2 transfer heat into the space primarily by natural convection, and the second 2 utilized forced convection. Forced convection simply means that a fan is used. Baseboard convectors are placed against a wall at the floor. They're very popular for use on outside walls where the temperature differential across the wall creates a major heat loss. The baseboard convector heats the air which is in contact with the fins in the tube. The warmed air expands when heated, causing it to become less dense, so this lighter air rises up the wall or the window in the wall. This curtain of warm air forms a sort of heat barrier, warming the wall and the window. This in turn also heats the space near the wall. As the air is heated and becomes less dense, it rises naturally because it's lighter. This current of rising warm air is called natural convection, as we are not using a fan or a blower. Baseboard convectors are sometimes called radiant heat, but this is not exactly correct. Most of the heat transfer is accomplished by convection, though radiation is present to some degree. Recessed convectors are simply another version of what we just looked at. The finned coil is set into the wall and air still circulates across the fins. It's heated upon contact, becomes less dense, and rises up the wall or across the window. An advantage of this style of convector is that it does not obstruct where the floor meets the wall. Horizontal propeller units consist of a coil and fins with hot water flowing through the circuit. A propeller-style fan is available to move air from the space to be heated across the warm coil and into this room or the space. You may recall that we could call the room or the space to be heated a zone. The entire unit is hanging from the ceiling by several threaded rods, often referred to as all-thread rod. All-thread rod comes in long lengths that can be cut to the desired length upon installation. Hot water is usually moving through the coil any time during the heating season. However, when the fan is off, we are not actually providing heat to the space or the zone. When heating is desired, a thermostat in the space cycles the fan on. When the thermostat is satisfied, it simply turns the fan off. There are no water flow control valves necessary. We just cycle the fan on or off. The gate valve allows for isolating the unit from the water piping so the coil and the fan assembly may be removed for servicing. The horizontal unit heater is popular for use in warehouses, garages, manufacturing plants, industrial areas, and areas where we don't mind having the unit visible. These are obviously classified as forced convection units because of the fan forcing the movement of the air through the coil. The last unit on our list is the vertical propeller heater. Similar to the unit we just discussed, the vertical heater forces the heated air downward over a working area. These are popular to install over an assembly line area where someone is working in the same spot and needs heat. The heat is directed where we want it. Another example would be to install one of these in an automobile repair garage above an open hood of a car where the mechanic is servicing an engine. The diffuser is made to direct air downward and outward for greater coverage. Again, notice the gate valve so that the unit may be isolated from the supply and return water for removal and service. Well, there you have it. Once again, we have provided a basic broad overview of a number of HVAC system types. This was part 3 of 3 lessons giving us a quick look. There are and will continue to be more lessons in this set as we are calling it HVAC Quick Info Series. Look for additional instructional offerings in the future. This is Norm wishing you well in your HVAC and controls career.